भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। हरे कृष्णा। व्यासन दीजिए। ये तो अंदर घुस जाता है, इसीलिए अंदर गुब डूब जाता है वो अंदर इसकी बिना। Okay, we were discussing Chatusloki. So, two slokas we have seen, first and second. So, today we are going to discuss the third sloka. So, ahame vasame vagre riterdam yat pratiyeta. These two slokas we have seen, and further we will continue. So, third sloka is telling about the rahasyam. Huh? नहीं होगा. So, today we are going to see the third sloka of the Chatusloki, Rahasyam. यथा महान्ति भूतानि भूतेषु चावचेष्वनु प्रविष्टान्यप्रविष्टानि इते तथा तेषु न तेष्वहम्. Translation: O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmos and at the same time don't enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time I am outside of everything. So Supreme Lord has so Krishna promised that in this, so in his teachings he is going to tell about the four things. What are those four things? What pratigna he did when he started speaking, replying to the Brahmaji? So he did a promise of saying four things. What are those? First one is Jnanam. Second one is Vijnanam. Third one is Rahasyam. Fourth is Tadangam. These are the four things he wants to say. There, Jnanam, that is there that is said in the first sloka. Jnanam means what we should take here? Bhagavad Jnanam. Okay. So that's why Ahame Vasame Vagre, this sloka is discussing about the Bhagavad Jnanam only, not the Brahma Jnanam. This we discussed. Yes. Next, second point is Vijnanam. So Vijnanam means, what is the meaning of Vijnanam here? Experiencing of Lord, Bhagavad Anubhava. So what is that? Vijnanam Bhagavad Anubhava. That is expressed in which sloka? That is the second Chatusloki. What is that? Riterdam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani. This sloka is telling about the Vijnanam. How it is telling about the Vijnanam? Bolo, tell. Huh? Yeah.
So there we saw that describing about Maya. So
Yes.
they are giving the knowledge of material manifestation, how this material manifestation is created by Maya. So through this material manifestation of Maya, we have to experience Lord Vishnu's uh, experience or his external potency of Maya. You have to experience that. Or yesterday we saw that it is actually the description of the Betireka explanation is there.
Vetireka.
Uh-huh.
How it is?
So as it is in the negative manner, actually
It is expressed.
not directly
Yeah.
talking about Lord's
Bhagavad Vijnanam.
Bhagavad
Yeah.
Gita, but
Yeah.
indirectly we are coming in that conclusion of
How it is indirectly?
uh,
देख के बोलिए कोई प्रॉब्लम. See it and tell.
seeing the Abhas and
Yeah, this sloka is saying about the
Tama.
Maya. So how that Maya riterdam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani. That means the appearance or otherwise the pratiti of the Maya is not there in the Lord. That means the experience or the appearance or the experience, the pratiti is you can take as the experience also. So the experience of the Maya is out of the experience of Lord. So pratiti, that means so you can take as a appearance or experience also you can take one way. कैसा प्रतीत हो रहा है प्रतीत प्रतीत माने कैसा अनुभव प्रतीति. So that means so experience of the Maya is out of the experience of the Lord. Riterdam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani. Riterdam yat pratiyeta. That means so Maya, appearance of the Maya is outside to the appearance of the Lord, and also without the na pratiyeta chatmani. That means so it is not appearing by its own, but there is a connection with the Lord. That means Lord is a shelter. Without shelter of the Lord, it cannot appear also. So in this case, so Maya is described like this. By saying this, what is the intention of the Lord? So Lord is saying, so whatever you are seeing, that is Maya, and that is not there in my appearance, and I am different from this. Riterdam yat pratiyeta. That means it is outside to my appearance or otherwise my experience. So that's why you come out from this material vision. You cross over this material vision and come to the spiritual vision. That means he is asking Brahmaji by this sloka. So surpass this material vision. That means bhautika maya drishti. So surpass that and experience me. In this way, it is telling about the Bhagavad Vijnanam. Is clear? That's why we made the questions. That means, so how this sloka is establishing the Bhagavad Vijnanam, Bhagavad Anubhava. That was the question. Matswarupadehe Mayika Karyaveshena Eva Anubhavaha na bhavati. So if you want to experience the Swarupa of the Lord, that is not a material activity. Simply what he is saying here, experiencing the Lord is not a material activity, because appearance of the Lord, that is appearance of the Maya is outside to the appearance of the Lord. So that's why if you want to experience the Lord, it is not a material activity. Come out from the Maya, surpass the Maya, so that you can experience me. Okay, this is a simple language. If you see, this is the point he is mentioning. So tadartham Maya Maya tyajanameva kartavyam. Mayika srishti drishtim atityaiva rupadi visishtam mam anubhavet. That means Lord's form is not out of Maya, because appearance of the Maya is outside to the appearance of the Lord. That's why Lord Swarupa is not out of the Maya, and that's why you cross over the material vision. Your vision should change now, and you should get the spiritual vision. And if you want to see my form, and you leave this form, that's why you should leave the Maya. And that is the point. And next sloka is telling about the prema. Prema. Rahasyam. Rahasyam means prema. Yatha mahanti bhutani. See the 35th sloka. Yatha mahanti bhutani bhuteshu uchavacheshu anu pravishtani apravishtani. These elements, these gross elements, these 5 gross elements, Mahabhutas means gross elements, they are also entering and also not entering into the all the living entities, all the bodies of the living entities. Bhutani, Bhuteshu. Bhuteshu means what here? What you should take? Bhuteshu means different, minute and gigantic entities. So that's why Pancha Mahabhutas are there in everyone's body. Now this is I am living entity. I am Bhuta. This is Bhuta. All your bodies also are the different. Yeah. So Ucha Avacheshu. That means from the Brahmaji to the small ant. All these bodies are made up of 5 gross elements. So that means in all these bodies 5 gross elements entering, and also they are not entering also. Pravishtani, apravishtani. Yes or no? In the body air is there or not? In the body fire is there or not? In the body sky is there or not? In the body sky is there. How? Okay, sky is also there. Space. If space is not there, then you cannot breathe also. If everything is filled, Dr. Saab, what will happen? So you cannot, there should be some empty space so that air will go inside. And it will be mixed with the blood, and so that it come out. If there is no space, there is no possibility of breathing also. Space is there, fire is there, water is there, earth is there, even the air is there, everything is there. So that means these 5 gross elements are in everyone's body and also outside. They are also available. The same way, tatha teshu aham. Even I also like that. I am also entering into the every living entity in the heart. I am residing. And also I am not entering. I am staying in my spiritual abode. Okay. So this is the meaning. So how this sloka is reflecting the prema? What Krishna promised? Hey Brahmaji, in 4 slokas I am going to tell 4 things. Gnanam, Vijnanam, that we have seen. Gnanam, Vijnanam. But how this sloka, that means 3rd sloka is telling about the rahasyam, that means prema. So are you seeing any prema here in this, Punit Prabhu? Huh? You are seeing? You are not seeing. I am also not seeing. So how to see that? Why people are so late? Huh? Today everyone is coming late. I came early. I think actually yesterday I came late, then they want to make this as a system. अथ तस्यैव प्रेम्णो रहस्यत्वं बोधयति यथा महान्ति इति. Now I am seeing the Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary. This sloka and next sloka is a very vast commentary is given. Big chunk of the commentary is there. So we'll try to understand that. And also you'll get in the exam, definite question this is. So learn it. Why I am saying this definite question? Because so Jivatma is in the fruity mentality actually. So still it is not purified. So it needs some encouragement. So that's why I'm saying. So that my intention is you should learn. And maybe for out of marks or out of the love, whatever it may be. So that's why I'm interested in that, in teaching. So here, the same thing, whatever we are discussing, these Mahabhutas are entering into the every living entity. And also they are outside to those. Living entity means bodies, not into the soul. They are also outside appearing. The same way, Lokatita Vaikuntasthitatvena Apravishye, Lord is also saying same thing. Hey, Brahma, I am also like this means I am also in my own spiritual abode, that is Vaikunta. I am there without entering anywhere. And also Teshu Tattadu Guna Vikhyateshu Pravesha Apravesha. So in this way, I am also entering and also not entering. So one may say here, anyway, Krishna is not entering. He is in his own, because who is speaking with him? With the Brahmaji, who is speaking? Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is speaking or Krishna is speaking? Krishna is speaking. Okay. Chatusloki Bhagavatam is spoken by Sakshat Krishna only. You should not take. That is going to come in this next sloka's ending. We'll be seeing. And it's very important actually. So here, what is spoken? Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken. Chatusloki Bhagavatam means Srimad Bhagavatam. And in that, what is the first sloka? Ahame vasame vagre. That means there, I am the primeval person. I am the beginning to everything. He is saying, I means there, what we should take? So whether we should take the Purusha Avatara, that is the Narayana, or the Bhagavan. If you say this sloka is spoken by the Narayana, that is the Purusha Avatara, then there is a big disaster that for the whole Bhagavatam, who is the subject matter? Hey, Narayana. If you take, it is Narayana is spoken this. Let us take, Narayana has spoken Chatusloki Bhagavatam. And in that Narayana is saying that I am the Ahame Vasame Vagre. If you take Narayana as a speaker, then Narayana is the, what will happen? He is the primeval person. He is the beginning of everything. Then what will happen? Then he is the conclusion of all these 4 slokas. That means what? Bhagavatam, that 4 slokas is nothing but the Bhagavatam. That means what? Bhagavatam is concluding in Narayana. So that means what? Your philosophy gone. Gaudiyas, where you will stay then? Where is the place for you? So that's why at any cost you should say that Krishna only appeared here. And that we are going to prove anyway. That we have our own. What is questioning this? I don't know. Okay.
Here you said na Narayan. If we say Narayan is speaking, na, that will be disaster. That means Krishna can say I anywhere, but Narayan cannot say I. That is just like I will give example. Krishna says Sarvasya Chaham Hirdi Sannavishto Matta Smriti. There is a super soul sitting, but super soul is we know Chirodaksai Vishnu.
Yes.
But there Chirodaksai Vishnu is also I, and Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, who's Bhagavad Gita saying I. That there's no problem. But
material world is non-different from Krishna, you can say. But Krishna is non-different from material world, you cannot say. I said recently, I said what I said. Material world is non-different from Krishna. Ye chalega. This is will work. But Krishna is non-different from material world. If you say, then everything gone. So that's why lower things are not different from Krishna, you can say. But Krishna is not different from lower things, if you say. There is a problem. So Brahma, Shiva, they are non-different from Krishna, you can say. But Krishna is non-different from Brahma and Shiva, you say, gone. Philosophy gone. So that's why here, at any cost, to establish the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam is the Bhagavan, that is Krishna. So that's why here Aham, Ahame Vasamaya Vagre, in that Aham means must and should, that is Krishna only. That's why Krishna only appeared here. That's why he only said this Chatusloki Bhagavatam. Then you have to give the references anyway, we'll give that. So come to our point now here. तदेवं तेषां तादृग आत्मवशीकारिणी प्रेम भक्तिर्नाम रहस्यम इति सूचितम्. So Krishna is, that's why what I said, you can equate lower to the higher. That means, so you can see any Purusha avatar is non-different from Krishna. So that's why Krishna is entering. Krishna is saying then, what Krishna is not entering, Purusha avatar is entering. Can you catch me like that? So what Krishna is saying, I am not entering and I am also entering. But in the every living entity, who is entering? Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is entering. And every Brahman, who is entering? Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is entering. So in that case, but Krishna is in the Goloka, and Krishna, how he can say he is entering? But they are all his amshas only. That's why you can say he is only that. So that's the point here. Prakasha bedena iti bedepi pravesha apravesha matra samyana drishtanta. So that's why here you should not, Krishna's different prakashas. Prakashas means another way you can say, Krishna is only just appearing with less energies there. So that's why they are not different from Krishna. But they are not Krishna. Then you are limiting the Krishna actually. You should not say that. Vishnu is Krishna, you cannot say, but so Krishna is Vishnu, you can say. That will limit the things actually. So now how this will indicate the prema bhakti? Tadyevam tesham tadrug atmavasha karini prema bhaktir nama rahasyam iti suchitam. Krishna is entering everywhere and also not entering. That means what? How to get the prema bhakti from here? How this sloka is connected to the prema bhakti? Logic is, you have to see Krishna everywhere. If he is entered, that is a true. That means you should see, you should be able to see Krishna everywhere. Then who can see that? Premanjena churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hrudayepi vilokayanti teshama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. How prema bhakti is coming from here? Premanjena churita bhakti vilochanena. Brahmaji himself is saying. So the one who is having the prema towards the Krishna, he is able to see Santa Sadaiva Hrudayepi Vilokayanti. They are able to see the Krishna in everyone's heart, in their own heart and also everyone's heart. So that's why Krishna entered everywhere, into every living entity. So that is indicating only prema, whoever is having the prema, whose eyes are Anjana, that means that they are anointed with the ointment, prema anjana. So they are decorated with the prema anjana, then they are able to see that. So in this way, this sloka is establishing the prema bhakti. Okay, how to connect, you should understand. The whatever the promise Krishna did, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Rahasyam, Tadangam, that is a Bhagavad Vijnana, Bhagavad Jnanam, Bhagavad Vijnana, Bhagavad Anubhava, Prema Bhakti and Sadhana Bhakti. Fourth one, Tadangam. That you should connect like this. Okay. Next. Achintya Guna Swarupamapi Premakyam. And also he is living in the every living entity and also in everyone's heart and also is outside. That is also said. Brahmaji only saying. Sorry. Brahma Samhita. Ananda Chinmaya Rasapati Bhavitabhis Tabirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalabi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Luckily we got Brahma Samhita by the mercy of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Otherwise, how could you have connected this? Connecting it will become very difficult. So here, direct proof we are getting. Brahmaji himself is saying, Goloka eva nivasatya kilatma bhuto. Goloke eva nivasati. He resides in Goloka. And also, akilatma bhuto. He is also, he is in the everyone's heart. So it is, that is proved, na? And how to see that? Then next, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. So that's why one should have the prema to see him like this. Or else, Yadva Teshu Yatha Tani Bahistitani Cha Antastitani Cha Bhanti Tatha. So otherwise you can take another meaning also here. Like that means he is inside and outside. That is also to the every living entity. And otherwise you can take, in the case of devotees, you can take devotee's case. He is also giving the darshan to the external senses and also he is giving the darshan to the internal senses. So he is standing in front of the external senses and so that devotees can see him, and also he is internally appearing in the heart and there also one is able to get the darshan. So that is another way of taking meaning. Is inside and outside means he is visible to the internal senses and is visible to the external senses. Teshu tatha tani. Where is he actually? He didn't come. Huh? Room, what he is doing? You write the questions. Not now, just I will. Teshu yatha tani bahistitani cha antastitani cha. Okay. So bhakteshu sarvada ananya urtita heturnama kimapi swaprakasham premakyam anandatmakam vastu mama rahasyam iti venjitam. So that means he is in the, so second type of meaning we are taking. First type of meaning is what? He is inside and outside means he is inside and outside means, so he is like the example is what given, the Pancha Mahabhutas are inside and outside to the bodies, various levels of bodies. So for this case, how we took first explanation, Krishna is in the Goloka and also Krishna is in the everyone's heart. This is the first meaning. And in this case, how it is the Prema Bhakti? So that's a Brahma Samhita proof is there. So who can see the Krishna in everyone's heart? There's whose eyes is tainted with the Prema. So Premanjana Churita. So in this way, Prema Bhakti is indicated by that explanation. Okay, that's the explanation number 1. That is. Now explanation number 2. So you should note it. Explanation number 2. In the explanation number 2, what we are going to do? Krishna is appearing instead of every living entity we are taking inside and outside, means here to the devotees we are taking bhakteshu. That means he is inside, means he is in the heart and he is experienceable through the heart, and also he is outside to the external senses and he can be experienced through the external senses. So he's outside to the external senses, he's inside the internal sense. Like this, if you take, he's standing out. Like in the case of Dhruva Maharaj, he's standing outside. And internal means in the case of Narada. So he is internally is giving the darshan. So this is. So, but in the both cases, if anyone wants to see him, what he needs? There is a need of bhakti. So that means he's standing inside he's standing inside the internal sense and he's standing outside to the external senses. But devotees, if they want to see, then what they want? Prema. So that's why in this way it is also, if you take this explanation also, it is also indicating the prema. Okay. In this way, prema bhakti is indicated by this sloka. तथा एव श्री ब्रह्मणोक्तम न भारती मेंगा मृषोपलक्षेत न वै क्वचित में मनसो मृषा गति न मे हृषिकाणि पतन्त्यसत्पते यन्मे हृदौत्कण्ठ कंट्यवथा धृतो हरिः. So this sloka from which 2.634, yeah. So this sloka translation 2.6, recently we have studied that 34. Yeah, na bharati menga mrushopalakshate navai क्वचिन मे मनसो मृषागतिः न मे हृषिकाणि पतन्त्यसत्पदे यन्मे हृदोत्कण्ठवता धृतो हरिः. So the translation is, O Narada, because I have caught hold of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari with great zeal, whatever I say have never proved have been false. So what Krishna, Brahmaji is saying, whatever he was explaining to the Narada, so I am explaining the fact only because in my heart I am holding the Krishna and telling to you. So that means here, this is a proof for that. So for saying, so Krishna is in the heart. So Krishna appears in the heart, this is. So that's why my senses will not go into the wrong path. Because Hrudautkanthyavata dhruto harihi. Hrudi autkanthyavata dhruto harihi. Here autkanthyavata means, so who have the great eagerness. Eagerness means here great devotion actually. So whoever is having great devotion, that means I am having the great devotion, and in my heart, through my heart, so I am holding the Krishna in the heart. So that means, so here it is and establishing two things. Krishna is existing in the heart, and also that is possible by the devotion. That's a prema. So that's why both are satisfied. You should see like that. Next, this much is clear. Next, we are going to even further more explanation. Oh, this sloka connection. This sloka is telling about Krishna is appearing in the heart. Hruda Autkanthyavata Drutaha Harihi is said in this sloka. Hruda means by the heart. So Druta means he caught through the heart, by the heart. That means he is in the heart. That we give, but here Brahmaji himself saying, both kinds of explanations, Brahmaji's words only we are taking as pramana. So there from Brahma Samhita is saying, and here from the 6th chapter, 2nd canto, 6th chapter, 34th sloka. So and Outkantyavata. So Outkantyavata means whoever is having the prema. Yeah, eagerness means prema. Outkantyavata dhritaha. यद्यपि व्याख्यान्तरानुसारेण अयमर्थो अपलपनीयः स्यात् तथापि अस्मिन्नेव अर्थे तात्पर्ये प्रतिज्ञा चतुष्टय साधनयोपक्रान्तत्वात् तद् अनुक्रमात् So what we understood, so 4 things Krishna wants to say: Jnanam, Vijnanam, Rahasyam, Tadangam, and 4 slokas. So sequentially we are taking Yathanusankyam, that means according to the Krama. So that's why 3rd sloka is telling about the Rahasyam. So Krishna said in that 32nd sloka, na 31st. In the 31st he said Rahasyam. So, and that means this sloka is telling about the Rahasyam. That is, we said prema. So generally, what is the definition of Rahasyam? What is general definition of Rahasyam? Secret means what? So Rahasyam means secret. What thing is known as secret? Which is, what are the characteristics? Which is rarely available, Parama Durlabham, and also so apicha rahasyam nama hi etadeva yat paramadurlabham vastu dushto udasina jana drushti nivaranartham sadharana vastvantarena achadyate yatha. What is rahasyam? Rahasyam is that what are the 2 characteristics? For anything, if you want to say rahasyam, anything can be rahasyam, it should be having the 2 characteristics. What are those? First one is it is rarely available, and to hide it from the wicked people, and also neutral people. So you have to hide it from those kind of people. So what it should be done? It will be covered with the ordinary thing. Then only it is rahasyam. Yes? Yeah. Huh? Brahma Jnanam? Yeah, like that. Wow. Yes, it's there actually. So it is just hiding actually. So because that is a very secret thing and it should not be taken by any bad people also. So it should not be available for them. So that's why it is hidden. We always keep the secret thing always we hide them actually. That means we cover that with some other thing. You keep if you have diamond, will you keep just on the table? No, you will hide it into some place. Generally you will keep those things in the dustbin or somewhere, so that people will not understand that there is diamond. Even in the villages also. So farmers, if they get after selling the grains, they will be getting big amount of money. They will keep that into some all these somewhere ground or somewhere they will keep. So that is a hiding. We hide it. So just this secret thing is hidden by some normal object. The example is yatha chintamani samputadina. Chintamani is hidden by samputa. What is that samputa? Box, some box. Yeah, samputa is some box. So that means, yeah, atayeva parokshavadah ऋषयः paroksham cha mama priyam iti Sri Bhagavad Vakyam tadeva cha paroksham kriyate yada iyam virala pracharam mahad vastu bhavati. So, and also Lord likes parokshavadis and also parokshavadam, paroksham. Atayeva parokshavadah rashayah paroksham cha mama priyam. What is Lord likes? Parokshavadis. That means indirectly whoever speak, he likes them. And also he likes indirectness, paroksham. Lord himself is saying, ఇది భగవద్ వాక్యం. సో తదేవ చ పరోక్షం క్రియతే యదా యద్ ఆదేయం విరల ప్రచారం మహద్వస్తు భవతి. So that's why paroksham kriyate means that great object should be virala pracharam. It's rarely available and also it is great thing. So that whatever the object should be given, that will be the rarely given and also it is a very great. So asya eva adeyatvam virala pracharatvam mahatvam cha मुक्तिम दधाति करहिचित् स्म न भक्ति योगम इत्यादौ मुक्तानामपि सिद्धानाम इत्यादौ भक्ति ही सिद्धेः गरीयसी इत्यादौ च सर्वत्र व्यक्तम्. So how we are proving now? Third sloka is telling about the prema bhakti. One way already we said. Now the second way is, so he said 4 things and we are taking the sequence. So that is first sloka is about gnana, second vijnana, third is rahasyam. So rahasyam he said already. Krishna said na rahasyam. Then what is that rahasyam? That we should find. In that way we are trying to find now. From the directly sloka we said how it is the prema bhakti. And now he is saying rahasyam is explained in this sloka. Then from the point of rahasyam we are thinking rahasyam means that is the object which is rarely available and which is also hidden, and also virala pracharaha, that is not given very easily. Will you give very easily whichever is the secret? So whoever is very much surrendering, very much confidential to you, to them only you will give. So that's why it should be the one more point, it is virala pracharaha, very rarely we give that vastu. If you want to give that rahasyam vastu, very rarely it is given, not for everyone. And also it is rahasyam means that is object, always it should be a great object. You cannot say that 1 kilo tomato is the rahasyam secret I kept it for you. Can you say like that? Tomato, what is this? It's not the rahasyam at all. So 1 kilo gold, then that is rahasyam. That is it can be accepted as a secret object. So I kept for you, you can say secretly. So that's why it should not be available easily. That rahasyam should not be available very easily. And also it cannot be given to easily everyone. So then what is that object? What is that object? What is that? Muktim dadati karhichit. What is saying? Krishna is saying karhichit muktim dadati. Karhichit sma na bhakti yogam. This much is enough for us. Muktanam api siddhanam. This is also one more place. Bhakti hi siddhehe ghariyasi. So this is one, and this is bhakti siddhehe ghariyasi. Bhakti is superior to siddhi. Muktanam siddhanam. That is saying that. What is the translation? Full sloka. Muktanam siddhanam. Bhakti siddhehe ghariyasi. Muktanam siddha, muktanam api siddhanam. This sloka, what is the complete sloka? Is there? What is translation? Bhakti is not available to liberated people. That is the point. Huh? Bhakti is not accessible to the liberated. What is that? I dekhte nahi kya. Okay. Huh? Jay Gopinath, tell me, bro.
Yes, Prabhu. Muktanam api siddhanam narayana parayana sudurlabha prasantatma kotisu api mahamune. O great sage, among many millions who are liberated and perfect in knowledge of liberation, one may be a devotee of Lord Narayana or Krishna. Such devotees who are fully peaceful are extremely rare.
It is rare to find devotees. And devotee among liberated people. That means devotion. Ultimately, all these slokas are establishing what? What is a rare thing? That is bhakti. So bhakti is the rare thing that is established. That means rahasyam, what property it should have? It should be rarely available, and also it should be rarely given. So Lord is also saying, Muktim dadati karhishisma na bhakti yogam. I can give mukti, but I don't give bhakti that much easily. I never give, he didn't say, but we will discuss this sloka very elaborately in the coming sections. But at least you should get that. So bhakti he will not give that much easily, but he can give mukti. So from all these three slokas, and bhakti is gariyasi, is superior to the siddhi. So from this we are understanding what is that rare object? That is bhakti. That is nothing but the bhakti means prema. Love. That's a synonym of the bhakti is the prema. This is also we'll understand. Bhakti is nothing but another paryaya vachi. That's the equal word for the bhakti is the prema, or otherwise sometimes you can take it as bhakti is the seva, bhakti is prema, is always the synonyms actually. Alternative words. Okay, then what you are understanding, that rare object is nothing but prema. So Lord said that in the third sloka he is going to say rahasyam. That rahasyam is nothing but the prema. This is not third explanation. This is second way of establishing prema. But first way is having the two different explanations, and second way is having only one. This is the okay. Now write the question. What is that question? Ah. Establish. No, no, no. Oh, we'll make the two questions. Establish this Masai. Establish sloka 2.9.3035 is indicating prema bhakti. Is indicating prema bhakti. This you should establish. You should establish that is indicating prema bhakti. Okay. Next, for that, what we took, you understood. Okay. That's from the directly sloka, you can establish because Lord is all pervasive. That is seen through the prema anjana churita bhakti vilochana. That's why it indicating prema. In that way, you will say. And second is explanation is what? So there is a flow. That means Krishna did promise of saying the Rahasyam in the third sloka, and Rahasyam can be that means bhakti only, not the other things. So that's why here Rahasyam is discussed, being Rahasyam discussed, this sloka meaning is definitely bhakti, adi prema. Okay? Like this you should do. And that is a total answer. And now this will carries the 5 marks. Yeah, what is there? Simple. 3-4 steps only.
Chatusloki, that is 4 slokas. Then big question will be coming, as well as part of this also.
It may come like anything. But all pervasive, you will be getting. Yeah. So second question is, establish Rahasyam is prema. You should give the logics. How Rahasyam, you should give the first general definition of Rahasyam. Then after that Rahasyam is what in this context. So that Rahasyam is always hidden. It should follow the two things. It should be hidden. It should be rarely given. So how can you say it is hidden? Lord is saying, I am paroksha. Mama paroksham priyam. It is hidden or not? That means he is liking paroksham means, he is liking parokshavadis means, that means paroksham means is hidden. That logic you should give. Rahasyam means that object should be rarely given, rarely available and rarely given, and it is hidden. So hidden thing you would show Lord is liking the paroksham. That sloka you should write. And next, rarely given. Muktim dadati sma karhichit na bhakti yogam. Okay, this will be establishing. Yeah. Understood? This is the 5 marks. That you take first one 10 marks and this is 5 marks. You make these questions and answers with you. You can, whenever teach, at least you'll understand what should I teach in this. I am giving most of the time, my class is like academic type because this is academic. It's not a inspirational preaching, boosting type. Because that you'll get every day from the many speakers. So just I am making my classes as academic. And because the proper knowledge should be carried out. So that's why we should try to learn the things as it is first. First target is, as a student, you should know the actual philosophy as it is. Then after that, that will take care. That means your other things. First question you should write the first way of explanation, second way also. First way is having the 2 explanations. Okay, and also second type of explanation. Everyone understood? Online students, okay? Baba, for first question you should write everything. For the second one, half of that you should write. Yeah. Second way of explanation. So here in the purport, if you see, Srila Prabhupada is also mentioning the same things as it is. This Chatusloki Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada took everything from the Jiva Goswami's commentary. 90% he wrote. The total purport is based upon that only. You can also check it back. You can study, and I cannot study in front of you already. Same thing will be coming. You can see the slokas also. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pradibhavitabis. This is establishing what? Goloka eva nivasati. That means Lord is outside to the living entities and also inside. To say that this is the point. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhuto. Okay, this point is clear. And next, second sloka is what? Who is going to see Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena? That you will be seeing the next page. So the same thing Prabhupada is explaining here. And next, Rahasyam is said. Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuyaha Shrunume Paramam Vacha. So even to Arjuna and also he said that is this Bhakti Yoga is there, is rightly said, directly said. Paramam Guhyam Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuyaha Shrunume Idam Bhagavatam Nama Yanme Bhagavatoditam Sangrahoyam Vibhutanam. So this is the thing. It is a Paramaguhyam. That Rahasyam point is explained in the next last paragraph. Muktim dadati karichit sma na bhakti yogam. You are seeing the last paragraph, not last but one paragraph. In this page, last paragraph, Lord can award everyone liberation. So you should know the connections. Why Prabhupada is writing here all these slokas? Because the commentary was discussing like that. In the Jiva Goswami was discussing like that. That is a connection you should understand. Okay? Anything? Any problem with the purport? No. Next sloka, we'll go to next sloka. Etavadeva jignasyam tattva jignasunatmanaha anvaya vetirekabhyam yatyat sarvatra sarvada. Is the most important sloka. Is very, very important actually. And I will read the translation. A person who is searching after the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, most certainly search for it up to this in all circumstances, in all space and time, and both directly and indirectly. What you understood from this translation and otherwise sloka? A person who is searching after the supreme absolute truth, so the personality of Godhead, most certainly search for it up to this in all circumstances, in all spaces and time, and both directly and indirectly. Many times, so many people get confusion here. What is this meaning? So Chatusloki looks very, that means indirect actually, many meanings actually. But how to connect, we should know. This is going to tell about what? Fourth sloka. What is subject matter of fourth sloka? Sadhana. You are seeing, you are following or thinking? Sadhana Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti you should establish from this. What is the basic meaning? So go to the Anvaya. So sometimes we'll do the Anvaya, which are slokas very important. If you do Anvaya, it will be useful actually. Okay, in this, what is the Kriya? The Kriya Padam is a Syat. Syat means it can be. What? What can be? That can be. Which? That can be. I will write the Anvaya. Some Sanskrit students also there, that's why they will, I am rubbing off this. एतावदेव जिज्ञास्यं तत्त्वजिज्ञासुना आत्मनः अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्यां यत् स्यात् यत्र सर्वत्र सर्वदा। एतावदेव एतावत् एव जिज्ञास्यम्। What is the meaning? This much or this you can take any. This much only inquired. What is that? By whom? By whom? By whom? Next question is, you will get the question. By whom? Tattva Jignasuna. Tattva Jignasuna. That means by the inquirer of Tattva. So that means by inquirer of Tattva, this much only inquired. And then what is that? What is that? Now what is that? Now this is the question we will get. That is Yat. Yat means that one. That one. That is what? Or otherwise, that Yat means which. That much is inquired. Which is Anvaya Vetirekabhyam. Anvaya Vetirekabhyam. Anvaya Vetirekabhyam. Yatsya Sarvatra Sarvada Syat. Sarvatra Sarvada Syat. What is the meaning of this? Anvaya Vetirekam means direct and indirect. Sarvatra Sarvada means everywhere. All time. Sat means available or possible. Which available every time, everywhere, directly and indirectly. That only inquired. That is only inquired by the inquirer of Tattvam. Come from here. It means which is directly and indirectly available. That much should be inquired. That much only should be inquired. Should be inquired. What is that? So this is which is direct and indirectly everywhere and all time available. By whom? By inquirer of Tattvam. That is Tattva Jignasa. So this much only he said. This much he said. Krishna is saying only this much in the fourth sloka. So what is that then? That should be available everywhere. And also all the time. And also directly and indirectly. It should be said directly and also indirectly. What is the meaning of directly and indirectly? How to understand directly and indirectly? Example is, do bhakti, drink milk, is directly saying. If you don't drink milk for good health, this is a directly saying. You will be sick if you don't drink milk. You will be sick if you don't drink milk. This is indirectly saying. Directly saying means drink milk for good health. Next is indirectly saying means you will be sick if you don't drink milk. This is Vyatireka. Also, I explained in the Tattva Sandarbha. I know you definitely will forget. Yatra yatra dhumaha. Next. Tatra tatra Ohini. Next. This is Anvaya. That means wherever there is dhumaha, there is fire. What is this is direct. This is Anvaya. This is direct. What is indirect? Now it will come actually. Time. Who is going to all everything? No practice. Actually, really, Prabhu, I am saying, I am requesting all of you. If you don't practice, you will not progress actually. So same thing first batch did. I am very much disappointed by that. And second batch students, I thought they are so much, at least some enthusiastic and good, but they are also almost on the same path they are following. First 2-3 months you showed enthusiasm, but now I am seeing it became routine. So no practice. You should work hard at least 2-3 hours every day on whatever things and learning new things. So you should not forget the Tattva Sandarbha. You heard Tattva Sandarbha. You have to revise every time. You should use those concepts again and again in the present topics also. You should teach, and if you don't practice, na Prabhu, it will go out. It is equal to the not hearing. It is after 1 or 2 months, it will become completely out. So that's why you should practice that. So here, indirect way of saying is yatra yatra vahnya bhavaha tatra tatra dhuma bhavaha. Yatra yatra vahnya bhavaha. Vahnya bhavaha. That means wherever there is absence of fire, tatra tatra dhuma bhavaha. There is absence of smoke. In simple example, what we saw? So drink milk. For good health. You make it reverse. You will be sick. You may negate this. You will be sick. You negate this. If you don't drink milk. Simple. Here what we did, yatra yatra dhumaha tatra tatra vahini means you negate this. You bring this yatra yatra vahnya bhavaha tatra tatra dhuma bhavaha. That means what is it? Wherever there is a smoke, there is vahini. Wherever there is absence of the fire, there is no smoke. It's true or not? Wherever there is absence of the fire, there will be no smoke at all. You should not say that yatra yatra dhuma bhavaha tatra tatra vahnya bhavaha. Wherever there is absence of smoke, there is absence of fire. Can you say? No, that is not correct. That's not correct. Even fire can exist without the dhuma. Yes. Similarly, that's why Anvaya, if Vyatireka, if you want to make, what you should do, you should make that, bring that front and make the abhava of that. That's the simple thing. Negate that and also make this. So similarly, drink milk for good health and you will be sick. Negate this, you will be sick if you don't drink like this. So that means the object which is said like this every time and everywhere, in all circumstances, in all the times, which is said directly and indirectly, that object, hey Brahma, that object you should inquire for that object. then what is that object? That is the sadhana bhakti. That can be the sadhana bhakti. Now we have to prove that. Radha Gordhan Prabhu.
This drink milk for good health, can we negate like this? You will not get good health if you don't drink milk.
That is not the Vyatireka actually. That's why what I said. So if you don't drink, you will be sick if you don't drink milk. So like in the example I gave, yatra yatra dhumaha tatratra vahini. There also some details are there. So just for time being, you can, Vyatireka means you should understand like this. Yatra yatra dhumaha tatratra vahini, it is anvaya, and yatra yatra vahinya bhava tatratra dhuma bhava. Like this. Sometimes you can do like that also. Some cases when there is both are having the equal vyapaka, that means equal places. Like both are tightly connected, then you can change like anything. But some places it's not possible. Example, what dhuma is available in less number of spaces, and Agni is available in the more number of places. Yes or no? More number of places means, example, Agni is available in the LPG gas, but there is no dhuma. But dhuma is available in the cow shed. Dhuma is available in the olden type of kitchen. Dhuma and Agni both are available, but dhuma is not available. Smoke is not available in another some places. That means it's not that they're tightly connected. If both objects are tightly connected, then you can change any way of interchange. Anyway, this is some kind of nyaya thing, so it takes time to digest. But basically, you should get like this. This much understand is fine. Next, now we are going to see the commentary on Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary on this. So it will take more time. 1 hour it will easily take. If you want break, I can give break. 5 minutes break. 5 minutes break and we'll go for long run. No break also same time. With break also same time. Krama Prapta. I am reading the Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary on the 36th sloka. That is the 4th Chatusloki sloka. 4th one among the Chatusloki. Okay. So here he is saying, Kramapa Prapta Rahasya Paryanta Sadhakatvat Rahasyatveneva Tadangam Upadishati Etavadeveti. Even he said in the 3rd sloka, okay, na? In 3rd sloka, Prema Bhakti is not clearly said actually. Clearly means directly it is not shown. Only indicated actually, Prema Bhakti. And similarly here in the 4th sloka also, the tool to get that is the sadhana bhakti. That is also, it just indicated. It is not directly said. Sadhana bhakti is not said directly here. What is said? Etavadeva jignasyam tattva jignasuna atmanaha anvaya vyatireka yatsya sarvatra sarvada. There, what is said? What is the meaning? You already understood. That object one should inquire, which is indirectly and directly everywhere and all time is available. So that is also indirect way of, because he wants to keep everything secret. He wants to keep everything. He likes Parokshvada, and he hided the bhakti prema also in the 3rd sloka, and in the 4th sloka also. The tool to get that, the sadhana to get that is the sadhana bhakti. That is also he hided. That's the point here. Atmanaha mama bhagavat tattva jignasuna yathartyam anubhavitum ichuna. That means here in this tattva jignasuna, atmanaha tattva jignasuna, there is one more word is there. Atmanaha tattva jignasunaha. This atmanaha is there. This I skipped. Atmanah means mama, that means my. So anyone wants to know about me. Here Jignasuna means who wants to know as it is. Whoever is desiring to know me means Bhagavat Tattvam. He is Bhagavan, na? So whoever is desiring to know Bhagavat Tattvam as it is, so by them, what should be inquired? So that means inquired from whom? Inquired from the Guru. Tadvidhi praniparitena pariprasnena sevaya. Pariprasna. That means he should inquire from whom? Sri Guru. So he should inquire from the Sri Guru Charana, that means from the lotus feet of the Supreme Guru. What he should inquire? That object which is available everywhere and all the time, directly and indirectly. That means Sri Guru Charanebhya Sikshaniyam. You should get training of that object which is available everywhere and all the time. That means he should learn sadhana bhakti from the Guru. Whoever is desiring to know the Supreme Lord as it is, they should do this. So that object is, what is that object? The Kim tat yad ekam vastu anvaya vyatirekaabhyam. Here anvaya vyatirekaabhyam means vidhi nishedhabhyam. That means what is that object is prescribed. Vidhi means as the rule. And also it is also said nishedha. Nishedha means it is said that if you don't do that, you'll be getting this prohibition. Vidhi and prohibition. As a rule and as a prohibition, it is explained. We took as indirectly and directly. That is nothing but you should drink milk for good health. Drink milk means is a vidhi. Drink milk is order we are given. Drink milk for good health. It's a vidhi. Nishedha means so prohibition. That means you will be sick. So if you don't drink milk, so that is a nishedha, prohibition. So that means that object should be said in the both ways, vidhi and nishedha. And tatra anvayena yatha etavaneva lokesmin ityadi ishwarah sarvabhutanam ityadi manmanabho madbhakto ityadi vyatirekena mukabahuru padebhya ityadi rashayah api devam deva yushmat prasanga vimukah iha samsaranti ityadina ityadi namam dushkritino mudaha ityadi yavajjano bhavati no bhuvi vishnu bhaktah ityadi cha kutra kutra upapadyate ityadi cha. Now we are giving the different places, that object which is said in the direct way and indirect way, in the various, that means that object is prescribed as a rule. Why Prabhu is sound is going down? I think in between it is going off. Maybe cell. So here, so see some examples are there. Example, etavaneva lokesmin ityadi. In this sloka, what is the meaning of this sloka? Is from which canto? 7th canto. Can read the translation, anyone? Etavaneva lokesmin pumsam nisreya sodayah tivrena bhakti yogena mano mayarpitam stiram. This is only na. Etavaneva lokesmin pumsah swardha parasmrtah ekanta bhaktir govinde yat sarvatra Tadikshanam.
It was different a little bit here.
So there are these are the places. What this sloka is saying. So this like etavane loke pumsaha swardha. This much only is the so any person's benefit. What is that? Ekantaha bhakti. Govinde ekantaha bhakti. What we are doing, just don't get confused. There are I will take much. You all prepare your mind to sit more time and don't make no hurry. If you do hurry, then we'll miss so many points. Anvaya means vidhi. That means prescription. What are that means that object, what we understood, that object is which is sadhana bhakti, na? So that means now we'll check the sadhana bhakti is prescribed as the vidhi. What is that sloka? Etavan eva. So this sloka is saying that etavaneva pumsaha swarthaha. That means this much only is the person's benefit. What is that? Aikanta bhakti govinde. Aikanta bhakti govinde. Aikanta bhakti govinde. This. Where are so many are there examples to say bhakti is prescribed. What are those? A few more. Etavan next. Ishwaraha. What is sloka number? 18. Bhagavad Gita. Next. Manmana bhava. Okay, this is fame. Here also Lord is saying, Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru. He is saying, finally bhakti. You should do my bhakti. Bhakti to me. So these are all where bhakti is prescribed. That is anvaya. Bhakti is prescribed means anvaya. Okay, next, fourth. Next, Vetireka. So Vetireka is what? Mukha bahu. Bahuru. So what is the meaning of this sloka? So in negative way it is said. That means if you don't do bhakti, you should do bhakti is said in this anvaya, but in the Vetireka, if you don't do bhakti, so you are not Brahmana, you are not Kshatriya, you are not Vaishya, you are not Sudra. That means you are not. Mukha bahuru padebhyaha purushasya chatvaro jagnire varna guna vipradayah prutak yayesham purusah sakshat atma prabhavamishwaram na bhajanti avajananti sthanat bhrashtaha patantyadaha. So this Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, all these four varnas are coming from the mouth, hands, uru means thighs, and the feet of the Lord. And if they don't do the bhakti of the Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, patanti adha sthanat, they are falling from their position. That Brahmana is not Brahmana, that Kshatriya is not Kshatriya, and Vaishya is not Vaishya, Shudra is not Shudra. That is said. That means if you do. Hare Krishna. So this sloka is saying that if you don't do bhakti, that is Vyatireka, saying the bhakti only, but in the reverse, indirect way. If you don't do bhakti, you are not, don't do bhakti. All these four varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra, are falling from their position. Okay, this is saying the indirect way. Next, what more examples are given? Vyatireka. Next, Rishayo deva yishmat prasanga vimukaha iha samsaranti. Rishayaha, even the devaha, all these, if they don't do bhakti, they will be in this samsara. Okay, if they don't do bhakti, they will be in the samsara. And namam dushkriti no mudha, this also na prabhadyante. So these mudhas, they don't surrender to me. Next, yavajjano bhavati no bhuvi vishnu bhakta. All these slokas you can just understand. All these slokas are telling the bhakti only, but in the indirect way. Okay. Huh? Yeah. Okay, this is next. So sadhana bhakti is, yeah, satisfying this. In the Shastra, it is said directly and also indirectly. And what is the next condition? So sadhana bhakti, that object is sadhana bhakti. If you want to say, next condition is what should be satisfied? Anvaya Vyatireka, and also yat syat sarvatra sarvada. It should be available everywhere and also all the time. Kutra kutra upapadyate sarvatra. Sarvatra means where it should be available. Everywhere. Everywhere means you can classify like this. Everywhere means, okay, this is clear. Anvaya Vyatireka. Next. Now, sarvatra. It should be available everywhere. Sarvatra means what are said? Shastra. It should be in the all Shastra. Kartru. Desha. Karana. Dravya. Kriya. Karya. Phala. It should be available in entire Shastra. It should be prescribed for the all the doers. It is available in the all the places of in the universe, and it can be done by the any karana, and it is possible by the any kind of the dravya, and it should be the achievement of the all the kriyas. This is I will see. Okay, and it should be it should giving the all the kinds of the results. It should be giving the all the kinds of the results. Sarvatra means it should satisfy all this. It should be available in entire Shastra. And next, it should be applicable for all the kartas, all the doers. Means anyone can do this. Desha means it is possible. Bhakti, sadhana bhakti is possible in everywhere. In the naraka, in the swarga, in the patala, in the water, in the air, in the everywhere. It should be possible. There is no place restriction. There is no doer restriction. There is no next karana. Karana means it can be done by the any karana, by the eyes, by the nose, by the tongue, by the ears, by the skin. It should be done. Huh? Sarvada. Sarvada means it should fulfill all these conditions.
But what we are going to achieve, Sarvada is there, but we are going to achieve the sadhana bhakti by these things, na? As you said, na, ki all places able to do sadhana bhakti, all time, that is sadhana bhakti. But
what can be that object? So sarvatra means what? I am saying it should be samasteshu eva tatra. Sarvatra means in all these. It should available. It should be in all these. It should be available. Sarvatra means that object should be available in these all these places. In all these. Huh? I don't know why you are all confusing. Getting confused. Huh? Huh? Kartri means karta, doer. It can be done by any kind of doer. Even a small boy, even a big boy, even an old man, even any. Kriya. Dravya with any kind of material. We'll see the examples for each. Then it will be clear. First, so what is that object? Sarvatra means first to use Shastra you are taking. What is that object which is available in the, it is prescribed by all the Shastras, conclusion of all the Shastras otherwise. What is that object which is the conclusion of all the Shastras? Karma. Karma is the conclusion of all the Shastras. Or the Jnana is all the Shastras. Is the conclusion of all the Shastras. Then what is the conclusion of all the Shastras? That is the Bhakti. How can you say? Bhagavan Brahma Karsnena Triranviksha Manishaya Tadadyavasyat Kutasto Ratiratman Yato Bhavet. So Brahmaji once, so he got the doubt that what is the conclusion of all these Vedas. All the Shastras means all the Vedas. Shastra, every Shastra is dependent on Vedas only. What is the root of the everything? Veda. Veda is the root for everything, root for the all the knowledge. So that's why if you prove that Veda's conclusion is Bhakti, then Bhakti is conclusion of all the scriptures. So that's why what is the conclusion of Vedas we should see now. So Brahmaji verified this Vedas. Brahma means here Vedas. Bhagavan means Brahmaji. So verified all the Vedas with his intelligence. Then he understood what is the conclusion. Yato ratir atmani. So that is what we understood, that is nothing but this sadhana bhakti. Okay. The one which brings rati in the Lord. That is the object which is the conclusion of all the Vedas. Conclusion of all the Vedas is what? The object which brings the rati in the Lord. What is that? That is the sadhana bhakti. Okay. Next. Tatha padme skande lainge cha alodya sarva sastrani विचार्य च पुनः पुनः इदं एकं निष्पन्नं ध्येयो नारायणः सदा इति व्यतिरेकोदाहरणम् पारंगतोऽपि वेदानां सर्वशास्त्र विद्यादि यः न सर्वेश्वर भक्तः तं विद्यात् पुरुषातमम्. And one more point, what? In all the places, it should be said Anvaya and Vyatireka. Everywhere is in the directly and indirectly it should be said in the Shastras. Vyatireka. Anvaya, Vyatireka. Yes or no? Anvaya, directly and also indirectly. Sarvatra, that means in the Shastra, that object should be said directly and also indirectly. Brahma Karsnena is for the Anvaya. Bhagavan Brahma Karsnena. And what is for the Vyatireka? Tatrapi Anvayena. Garuda Purana. Garuda Purana is saying. This Garuda Purana sloka, that is that one. (231:17). What is that? That is the main sloka is Parangatopi Vedanam. So even he is the expert in the reading the Vedas, but if he is not a devotee, what is there? He is the worst. So if he is not a devotee, he is the worst. Who is saying? Garuda Purana is saying. Okay. Now we'll be seeing the karta. Sarva kartrushu. All that means. So from this we are understanding which sadhana bhakti. Okay. These two are saying bhakti. And next kartru. What is prescribed for the in the Anvaya way for all the doers? What is prescribed for the all the doers? And also prohibition and the Anvaya means prescription, Vyatireka means prohibition. Are saying directly or indirectly. What is said directly for the all the kartas and what is said indirectly for the all the kartas? Like that also you can take. What is that which is said directly for the all the kartas? That is 2:7:46. This is 2:7:46. What is that sloka? Te vai vidantyati taranti cha deva mayam. Te vai vidantyati taranti cha deva mayam. Stri sudrahuna shavarapipa. Okay, we read all this. So what is said here? What Brahmaji is saying? Brahmaji is saying or who is saying this? Sukadeva Goswami is saying. So Brahmaji is saying, Te vai vidhanti atitaranti cha devamayam stri sudra huna shavara api papa jivaha yadyadbhuta krama parayana shila shikshaha stiryak janaha api kimuta srudharaha ye. So here in this sloka, what is the meaning? Bhakti is meant for all stri sudra huna shavara papa jivaha, even the sinful people. And then what to speak of srudharaha? They can do definitely. That's why here that sloka is telling everyone. For everyone, what is prescribed? Bhakti. Bhakti can be done by any kind of the doer. He is irrespective of his position. Okay. Next, Garude. In the Garuda Purana also it is said, Kita Pakshi Mruganam cha haro sanyasta chetasam urdhvameva gatim manye kim punar gnanina nrunam. Kita Pakshi Mruganam cha haro sanyasta chetasam. Even Kita Pakshi Mruga, insects, birds, and the animals, all they can do bhakti. They can apply their mind in the Lord. You'll be seeing many times. So some Bhagavad Katha is going on then. So some cows are coming and sitting, bulls, dogs, and a kirtan also they are following and hearing, feeling sleepy. Struggling Baba. Why? You don't sleep night? So we should understand from this also. Punar Gnaninam Runam. So they all, by doing bhakti, these all, even insects also, they will get the higher position. What to speak of this? Kim Punar Gnaninam Runam. So about these Gnanis, if they also do bhakti, they can go. Next. These atraivacha sachare durachare gnani agnani virakte ragini mumukshau mukte bhakti siddhe bhakti asiddhe bhakti siddhe tasmin bhagavad parshadam prapte tasmin nitya parshade cha samas samanyena so darshanadapi sarvatra sarvatrikata. Baapre. So now we are doing the karta, okay? Karta, all the many types. Kartas can be many types. Sorry. Karta is many types you see, you can take. Kartas can be many classes are there in this. What are those? Tell me one by one. First is Sachare, Durachare. That means Sadachari. Sachari means Sadachari. Next, Durachari. You can write like this. This Karta I am bringing out. Karta I am bringing out and keeping here. He is Sachari, Durachari. Next, Gnani. That means Agnani. Next, detached, Viraktaha. Next, Ragi means attached person. Ragihi. Next, Mumukshu. Mumukshu. That means who desire liberation. Next, Muktaha. Muktaha, who already liberated. Next, Bhakti Asiddha. So Bhakti Asiddha means who didn't become perfect in the Bhakti. Bhakti Asiddha. Next, Bhakti Siddha, who became perfect in the Bhakti. Next, Parshadaha. So Parshada and Nitya Muktaha. For all these kartas are this many. For all them, bhakti is, in all the cases which is possible, what activity is possible, that is bhakti. For Sadachari and Durachari, first you will take. So that means now we are here. And that is now categorized into this many. Karta is categorized. And for each you are going to give the example. Rangamay Prabhu. Yes. So for the Sadachari and Durachari, apiche suduracharo bhajate mamananya bha sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hi saha. So Lord, what he's saying in the Bhagavad Gita, even Durachari who he does bhakti, ananya bhakti in me, then you should consider him as sadhu. That means in the case of Durachari also bhakti is possible. Sadachari, what Durachari is able to do bhakti, then what to speak of Sadachari? He will definitely. Bhakti is possible in his case also. Next, Gnani, Agnani. So Gnani, Agnani. So it is coming in the Gnatva, Gnatva, Tayevai Mam. So here, Gnatva, Agnatva. So that means knowing and after knowing. That means Gnani and Agnatva means Gnatva means Gnani, Agnatva means Agnani. For both, what is it said? They should know the Krishna. They should know the Bhakti. What is that? Gnatva, Agnatva, Yevai Mam, Yavan, Yaschasmi, Yadrushah. Bhajanti Ananya Bhavena Teme Bhakta Tamamata. So, is from the 11th canto actually. Our Navayogis, Navayogindras, they are saying. So, Gnatva, Agnatva. Here, Gnatva means Gnanam, knowing the Brahman, and Agnatva, not knowing. In the both cases, what is the said? Bhajanti Ananya Bhavena Mam Bhakta Tamaha. If they worship me, then they are best among the devotees. So that's why bhakti is possible in the case of Gnani and Agnani. Agnani and Agnani. Okay.
Jnani Agyani means who knows the glories of Lord. That is for them, or like this Agyani.
Gnani can take who knows the Brahman or not knows, or otherwise Gnani means who have the knowledge. Anything actually can. So next, Harirhi Harati Papani Dushta Charairapi Smritaha. Brahmanaradiya is also saying Harihi Charati Papani Dushta Charairapi. So that means even Dushta Charaihi Api Smritaha, he is remembered by the wicked people. Dushta Charaha. That means even Papi log also will do. Next, that means Agnani means Papi we are taking here. Dushtacharaha. Agnani means Dushtachara. Dushtachara also can do bhakti. Agnani means Dushtacharaha. So he can also remove his sin. Harihi Harati Papani Dushtacharaihi Smritaha. If wicked person remembers the Lord, then Hari will remove his sins. So that means Agnani is also can do the bhakti. That's done. Next, Viraktaha Ragi. What is that next? Viraktaha. Sorry. Viraktaha and Ragi. So in this case, Bhadyamanepi madbhakto vishayairajitendriyaha prayaha pragalbhaya bhaktya vishayair nabhibhuyate. Bhadyamanopi madbhaktah vishayaihi. That means if one is hampered by the sense objects, that means ragi. Vishayaihi. Ajitendraha. That means he is not able to control his senses. Ajitendriyaha prayaha pragalbhya bhaktya vishayaihi na abhibhuyate. If he does strong bhakti, then he will not be overcome by the Vishayas. So many, that means this is sloka is telling that even Ragi people, that means attached people, they should do bhakti. By that, they will not be overcome by the sense objects. Okay, then you should understand Viragi also. Viraktaha. Abadhyamanastu sutaram nabhibhuyate. Idi aparardha. Next, mumukshau muktecha. Next one is what? Mumukshuhu muktaha. Mumukshuhu mukta. What is the difference? One who is desiring the liberation is known as mumukshuhu, and who got already liberation, he is known as muktaha. In both cases, what activity is possible? Are these prescribed? Bhakti. Mumukshavo ghora rupan hitva bhutapati natha. You all know this. So that means mumukshava, whoever is desiring the mukti, they should worship the beautiful forms of the Narayana. Narayana kalaha shantaha bhajanti. Mumukshava, they should worship Vishnu. They worship actually. And muktaha. Atma ramascha munayo nirgranthaapyurukrame kurvanti ahaitu kim bhaktim ittam bhuto guno harihi. Even Atma Ramas, they are also kurvanti ahaitu kim bhaktim. Because Lord is having such attracting qualities, so even the mukta, liberated people also will be doing bhakti in him. So that's why bhakti is possible in the case of liberated people. Next what? Bhakti asiddhe, bhakti siddhe. Bhakti asiddha and bhakti siddha. That means one who is failed in bhakti, not become successful in the bhakti. For him also bhakti is prescribed. Who became successful in the bhakti, also for him bhakti is prescribed. What is that? Kechit kevalaya bhaktya vasudeva parayana agham dunvanti karsnena niharamiva bhaskaraha. So what is said here? Kechit kevalaya bhaktya. By doing the pure devotional service to the Vasudeva, agham dunvanti. This sin is completely destroyed. Like how when sun rises, the fog is completely finished. Nachalati bhagavat padara. That means what? Whoever is not expert in the bhakti, they should do kevala bhakti so they will become successful. That's obvious. That's why kechit kevalaya bhaktya. So they are clearing their sin. They are clearing their sin by doing the kevala bhakti. Means they are not expert in the bhakti. So that's why they are doing bhakti. Bhakti asiddhas, they do bhakti. And bhakti siddhas, who are those? Nachalati bhagavat padara vindad lavaniminshartamapi. That means whoever is the expert devotee who got attachment for the lotus feet, he is always attached to that and doing worshipping that lotus feet. Even for a moment, he is not leaving the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Ujjwala, you are getting something. What is going? Huh? No? Yes? Yes? Okay. Next, what is that? Parshadas. Parshadas, in the case of Parshadas also bhakti is there. What is that? Matsevaya prititam te salokyadi chatushtayam nechanti sevaya purna kutonyat kala viplutam. So this is from the 9th canto, 4th chapter. So whoever is doing the service to the Lord, so those people, they are complete with the seva. That means they are, seva means parshadas. Whoever is doing the seva, whom we say, this is the parshada. And they are fully satisfied with that seva, and they don't desire even salokya, sarupya, sarishti, ityadi, mukti. So that means parshadas also, they do bhakti. Nitya parshade. So even in the Nitya parshada also they do, whoever in the Goloka. What is that sloka? 3:15-22. Vapishu vidrumatatatasvamalamrutapsu. Vapishu vidrumatatatasvamalamrutapsu. Preshyan vitani javane lulase birisham. Apyarchate swakalamunna samiksha vaktrum. Ucheshitam bhagavatetyamatanга yasri. What is said here? Nitya Parshadas. So in the 3rd canto, 15th chapter, it is coming. These Chatushkumaras, when they went, these Nitya Parshadas always engaged in the service, Lakshmi. Sri also, and all others. That is the meaning of that sloka. You can see. So Nitya Parshad also they do bhakti. Next, third, karta is done. Shastra and karta is done. This many by seeing karta, all the kartas are doing bhakti. Prescribed for them is bhakti. Next is what? Third one is desha. In every places bhakti is possible. In the inside Brahmanda, outside Brahmanda, every nook and corner of Brahmanda, bhakti is available. Bhakti is possible. That we should show now. Sarveshu Varsheshu. Even in the Bhumandala, there are the 7 Dvipas are there. In that, our the Jambu Dvipa. In Jambu Dvipa, how many Varshas are there? 9 Varshas are there. Even all the Varshas, bhakti is there. You should establish. So, Sarveshu Varsheshu Bhuvaneshu Brahmandeshu Tesham Bahischa. Means in all the Varshas, in all the Deshas, all the Brahmandas, even outside the Brahmanda, bhakti is there, you should say. Taihi Taihi Sri Bhagavad Upasanayaha Kriyamanayaha Sri Bhagavatadishu Prasiddhi Siddhayeva iti Sarvadesha Vaharanam. Now Sarvesh. So we know all this. Many times even Brahmaji also, you will see first canto 6th chapter, Brahmaji is having the yadrichiki, that means free will. He is having full freedom. Anywhere he can go to the Brahmanda and do that means always doing the kirtan, nama kirtan. So that's why, so this is, we are seeing everywhere bhakti is possible. Next, sleeping online also. Online, on site, everyone. Sarvatra Sarvada Nidra. But Nidra is not possible everywhere. Huh? Is it possible everywhere? Only in the Bhagavatam class. Sleeping. Sri Guru Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Is there or is a picture? Nowadays, what they are doing? Their present picture they are putting, they are putting as a background actually. The latest photo. Then it's becoming very dangerous. It's difficult to screenshot actually. Yeah, screenshot they are keeping. Difficult. Sri Guru Prabhu is already in the trance. Huh? Vipin Prabhu, kya hua? What happened?
So he is not feeling well. That is why. Actually, he is trying to attend. His eyes are not clear. That's why. Also, he's sitting.
Oh, acha.
He's having certain services. Also, still is attending.
Okay, Prabhu. No problem.
All right.
You are also sleeping? Okay, next. Sarveshu Karaneshu. Next what? Sarve. So Desha we have seen. Sarveshu Karaneshu. Manasenopacharena paricharye harim muda pare vang manasagamyam tam sakshat pratipedire iti ityadi. So what is that? Manasena upacharena paricharya harim muda. So here Manasena means Vang Manas Samyam Tam Sakshat Pratipedire. So one can do Manasa Puja also. With the mind also you can worship. And also with the all the senses. You can engage all the senses in the bhakti. Pare Vang Manasa Gamyam. Okay, that is. Next, Sarvadravya. So, Evam Bhuta Vachanehi Astu Tavad Bahirindriyena Manasa Bahiri. So, from this statement you can take By mind, by the speech, you can do bhakti, and also by all the external senses also you can do. External senses means 5 working senses and 5 knowledge senses. By all these we can do bhakti. Next, sarva dravyeshu patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachyate tadaham bhakti pahritam asnami prayatatmana. Lord, what is saying? If you offer even little water, one small flower and leaf, I with love and devotion, I accept that. So that means with every dravya you can worship Lord. You can worship by the jala means you can worship by anything. Next, sarva kriyasu. So all the kinds of the activities, actions, all the kinds of actions can be engaged in the devotion. Srutonu patito dhyata adruto vanumodita sadyah punati swadharmo deva vishchadrohu what is that? Vishwadrohopi. Ha. Places Narada you can take. So whoever is doing the bhakti, they can go to the any corner of the universe. Yes or no? Devotees have full freedom. They are not bounded by any karma. So, but you who are not devotees, in their case, they are restricted to the certain planet. They cannot go. If you have piety, they can go to the punya, then they can go swarga. If you have tapasya, they can go to the tapoloka and so and so. So janaloka, tapoloka, and like that. If you have sin, they can go to the lower planets. But devotees, they can travel everywhere. That means devotees everywhere travel with devotion is also possible. Devotees always with the devotion. So that's why, like this, everywhere bhakti is possible. Yes. Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
Yes, I have a couple of questions. One is regarding what we are seeing now, this Karana, Dravya, and other things.
Yeah.
So as you have written in the book, they don't have the Anvaya and Vyatireka. They only have wherever it is mentioned. They don't have Anvaya verses or Vyatireka verses.
Oh my God.
That is my question. One.
Vyatireka, some places we should need to search. It will become big commentary. So Jiva Goswami left for us.
Okay.
He wanted us to complete that.
Okay.
One can take it as a research topic and fill the all. Okay.
And another question too, in the first point, when we start this Shastra, from Garuda Purana, we Jiva Goswami quoted, Kita Pakshi Mrigana Chaharau Sanyasta. So where insects, birds, animals,
they can also do bhakti.
Give their lives to the Lord, can perform bhakti. But in general, we say, Prabhu, only human beings can perform bhakti. That is why Manusha Janmam Durlabham, it's all mentioned, because the other living entities, they cannot perform bhakti of their own. Maybe if some, mercy is given, Krupa, then they can perform, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you chant and the animals chant, but they cannot perform this sadhana which we are talking. Because this topic, what we are talking is sadhana bhakti. So how to understand that verse in this context?
Yeah. So, yeah, what is the difference between the human beings and other insects? That is said by the what is that? Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is saying in कौमार आचरेत प्राज्ञो धर्मान भागवतानिह दुर्लभम मानुषम जन्म तदप्यध्रुवम अर्थदम. Prahlad Maharaj is saying to his friends, demons children, for them, Manusham Janma Durlabham. Why he is saying Manush Janma is Durlabha there? If everywhere is bhakti is possible, this is a point we can get. You may get this kind of question. So here we should understand why Manush Janma is more appreciated, because in the human form of life, scriptures are meant for the human beings, because he is having that kind of intelligence, so he can understand scriptures. Then why not the demigods, or why not the other lower species than the human beings? Demigods are fully busy in the enjoyment, party, in the making party, actually all the time, every day. Their plan is this one. Every minute, how to, now in the karma, in this bhuloka, what we are doing, every living entity is doing karma. So how to earn money, how to earning is our main. But they party all the night. So all the time they will be doing party, actually. How to do the party today? What party? Where will go? Which pond will go? Which lake? What are the troop? Like this. So that's why these devatas are busy with that. That's they cannot. Scriptures are not meant for that. Because of that, they're busy for that. And next, these lower species, they don't have any sufficient intelligence to understand. So that's why Manusha Janma scriptures are teaching us the bhakti. Bhaktim upadishati. Parama karunikaya. Bhakti being, Lord is so merciful and he is teaching the bhakti. This Jivatma who is from the time immemorial, so he is in this material world, and from the beginningless, he is in this material world and he is away from the Lord. So for his benefit, he is giving the scriptures. So those easily can be, so those are meant for the human beings, and that's why human life is very rare to get. That is glorified here. But we are seeing what, not these shastras, but bhakti is possible to anyone. But reading shastras is possible to only human being. That is the difference, actually. So even bhakti, now next question is he's asking how to do sadhana bhakti, how it is possible. If any living entity, so like small insect, so which took birth in the temple, in the kitchen, so maybe some kind of waste material is there. So sometimes mosquitoes, that small insects, they take birth there and they live whole life there and they die. So it did the bhakti, nirguna vasa, sadhana bhakti. It did the sadhana, actually. He will get the next promotion, actually. It will get the higher. That means that Sukruti will be carried to that, and it will help it to develop the more and more bhakti. So that's possible. So like this. So some in the temple Goshala, so one calf took birth and it stayed there. Then it is also, so many millions and millions of jivas, they are getting opportunity of doing bhakti. All this now, this fly is just circumlating the Lord. Then it is getting the sukruti of doing the pradakshina. Rat also, anything, not only rat. Now rat, fat, mat, sub.
But proves the result will be different. Results will be different for different just devotees, just like rats. What we're saying now, but perfection means
they don't get any offense also. Sometimes, so lizard left the stool in front of the Lord. It won't get any aparadha for that, but it will get the sukruti. That lizard just hearing the kirtan. Hearing kirtan means no need to know the meaning. Some lizard is sitting and his ears are touching the sound vibration, kirtan sound vibration. That's Shravanam actually. It is doing this Shravanam. So, but Gnana is possible for the any lower living entities. For the Gnana means what? I am not body, I am the soul, like this contemplating. Is it possible for them? No. Karma is possible. Karma means according to the Vedas, so whatever the yajna, karma means yajna, having a lot of ghee, this, that, and bringing and doing mantras and this. Is it possible? It is also not possible. Only thing is bhakti is possible. So that's why yatyat sarvatra. Sarvada will see. Let finish sarvatra. So all the activities, sarva kriyas means all the activities are meant for the devotion. That's why how it is. It is simple. Yat karoshi yadasnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. If you eat, if you sleep, Krishna arpanamastu. If you do, that's bhakti. Even if you walk, everything, whatever, everything. So that's why some devotees, they, Krishna, whatever they do, they say last Krishna, Krishna Arpanam, like that. Especially old man, woman, Matajis. In childhood, we were seeing like that. Everything you can offer. That means in the bhakti process, any activity can be offered. You eat and you are saying that is also bhakti by saying Krishna Arpanamastu. You ate nicely and you said, in the inside Jatragni is there and you are offering Vaiswanara, Krishna Arpanamastu. Then that is also bhakti. But Gnana is possible like that. You ate and then Gnanam Astu. No. Gnana will not happen. That's why bhakti is so, all, it's everywhere it is. Next, evam bhaktyabhaseshu bhakti abhasa aparadheshu api bhaktyabhaseshu. That means even unknowing activities also will become bhakti. Unknowing activities means just you will be hearing in the future. So any drunkard, so one drunkard, two drunkards, they were in the temple and they are fully drank and they drank fully and they just inside that temple hall, not the temple, but in the temple hall, and they were just taking the some flag, some just old thorn cloth and on the stick, they are tying it and just playing like this. They got the sukruti of flying. So there's that flag. So if you hasting, what is that? Flag hasting, what is that? Patak ko udana, dwaj ko udana. So that kind of sukruti they got. So that we'll be seeing that example. Anything, that means any unknowing will also he did, that is also becoming the bhakti. Unknowingly done things. And some person, so some thief is there, his name is Krishna, and some another person, another religious person, he said to the police, his Krishna is there. Then that's all. That is also bhakti. Just by uttering this.
So many we discuss everybody can do bhakti, but that is sukrati. They achieve sukrati. But that's also general bhakti term will be there, but result will be different, no? And just perfection. Somebody will be achieve perfection in one life, two life, because different kinds of sukrati is attaining. So this is not mentioned, no? So we cannot understand.
No, actually now what is the pain point? Whether that is bhakti or not. So some rat is there and in that Kartik month, so that wig it took into mouth, thought that it is an eatable thing. And that was stuck in his mouth. And then after that, it was dancing. Because of dancing means not dancing, because of that. So wig, it is burning its body, its mouth, and it was just up and down. It is jumping. And what kind of Sukriti it got? It got the Sukriti of offering a lamp in the month of Kartik. So that kind of Sukriti it got. That means this activity is not a known activity. Rat doesn't know that this is a bhakti, but still it is considered as bhakti only. Abhasa. That means bhakti abhasa is also bhakti. So by that it got the delivery. That means that rat became in the next life queen. And she did devotion. And after that, she went back to the Godhead. This is happening. That means any activity. That means some may say unknowingly something is done. That is also bhakti. Yes, that is also bhakti. That it can be bhakti. That much scope is there for the bhakti. The doing bhakti with the offense, that is also is going to deliver. Like a rat is just removing out the wig of which is offered to the Lord, it is aparadha. But there, that aparadha is not considered actually. Lord will forgive, because that living entity doesn't know what is right and wrong. And that agnana is there in that jivatma, but that is forgiven actually. Okay, like this, every activity can be bhakti. Every activity can be bhakti. Every activity. You can sleep and you can say it is also bhakti. If you see in the temple hall, in the temple courtyard, it's bhakti. Every activity. If you eat, if you do anything. Sleep in the bhakti. That is also bhakti. Because you, no, that voice is going, and that whatever the pravachan is touching your eardrums. That is also hearing only. Of course, you have consciousness or not, but that is bhakti. Touching eardrums is only the condition. Whether you understood or not understood, you are knowing the meanings and not knowing, no condition. That sound vibration, spiritual sound vibration. Any sound engaged for the glorifying the Krishna, that is transcendental. And if that is going and touching your eardrums and you don't know meaning of that, that is also bhakti. Shravanam. This is the glory of the bhakti. Next, sarva kriya is done. Next, sarva karyeshu. Sarva karyeshu. Kriya means activity. Karyam means yasya smritya cha namoktya tapo yajna kriyadishu nyonam sampurnatam yati sadyo vandyetamas achyutam. Sarva karyam means the activity has to be done. That is known as karyam. Kriya means activity. Karya means should be done. Should be done. Kriya means anything. Any activity is known as kriya. Karya means, so the activity should be done. Like example, tapaha, yajna, kriya. These are different. Kriya yoga. Kriya means here not that kriya. Kriya yoga. All these are the various karyam. Karyam means activity prescribed by the Shastra. Kriya means any general activity. Karyam is prescribed. Kriya is any general activity. Drinking, sleeping, yawning, or anything, walking. These are all not the karyam. It is kriya. Every kriya can be devotion, that we have seen. If you walk to the temple, then that walking activity is also devotion. And karyam means which is prescribed by the Shastra, like yajna, tapas, all this is also bhakti if you engage them for the bhakti. Vasudeva para veda, Vasudeva paramaka, Vasudeva param gnanam, Vasudeva parantapa, like that. You sing all this for the, I can engage everything for the devotion. Danam is also can be bhakti. It is also one of the one karyam actually. Danam, how it can be? If you give charity for the constructing a well in the temple, then that is devotion. Like this. Next, sarva phaleshu. Sarva phala. That means bhakti gives all the kinds of the results. Whatever phala you want, that can be sanctioned by the bhakti. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So any desire you have, any result you want, do bhakti. Puneet is thinking something. यथा तरोर्मूल निषेचनेन इत्यादि वाक्येन हरिपरिचर्यायां क्रियमाणायां सर्वेषाम् अन्येषामपि देवानाम् उपासना. So there is one more thing. If you worship the Hari, so that is equal to the worshipping of, that means it is worshipping of even all the demigods, everyone. So, and that means by worshipping demigods, whatever you can get. That means everything you can get from the Lord also. That's the meaning actually there. So yathoktam skande Sri Brahma Narada Samvade Archite Deva Deveshe Shanka Chakra Gadadhare Architaha Sarva Devaha Syuhyata Sarva Gato Hari. The same thing. Same pramana. If you worship the Hari, it is worshipping of all the demigods equal to. Next, evam yah bhaktim karoti yad gavadikam bhagavate diyati yena dvara bhutena bhaktihi kriyate yasmai bhagavat prinanartham diyate yasmad gavadikat पयादिकम् आदाय भगवते निवेद्यते यस्मिन् देशो कुले वा कश्चिद् भक्तिम् अनुतिष्ठति तेषामपि कृतार्थत्वं पुराणेषु दृश्यते इति कारकगतापि एवं सार्वत्रिकत्वं साधितम्. There are how many karakas? All the karakas also can be engaged in bhakti. What is the karakas? Many people don't know this. Try to hear carefully. Karaka means kriya anvayi iti karakam. The one which connects with the kriya. That is known as karakam. So kriya anvayi iti karakam. Example. What is that example? So you take dadati. Dadati. That means gives. So gives. Who gives? So Devadattaha. Devadattaha dadati. Kim dadati? So Gam dadati. He gives cows to Krishna. He offers cow to Krishna. That means here Karakam is what? Here dadati is kriya. Krishna Devadattaha. Devadattaha is connected to this kriya through the Prathama Vibhakti. Devadattaha. Prathama Vibhakti. That means that Su Devadattaha. Prathama Vibhakti is connecting Devadatta with the kriya, giving. Yes? Gokulanand Prabhu, you recently studied this. So Devadatta is connected to the giving activity by the Prathama Vibhakti. And Gam dadati, he gives cow. Here Gam. So Gam, that's a Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekvachan. Dvitiya Vibhakti is connecting cow with the giving activity. So next, to whom Krishnaya dadati. So Chaturthi Vibhakti in the Krishna is connecting Krishna with the giving activity. Are understanding? No. It's difficult to say. Okay, simple language. So Prathama Vibhakti is also, that means that's so Karakas are six. Six Karakas are there: Karta, Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Apadana, Adhikaran. They are the six Karakas. On-site students, you are all grammarians. You all know the, and online also somewhat they know. So these six Karakas are there. Karta is a doer. So it is also, it is all six are connected to the Kriya. Yes, that's why these are all known as Karta. Why these are all known as Karaka? Because they are connected to the Kriya. So now first doer, that means Karta. So Ramaha Bhaktim Karoti. So then Rama is doing Bhakti. Rama is the doer. So he is getting the Bhakti or not? He is doing. So next, Yah Bhaktim Karoti. Yad Gavadikam Bhagavate Diyate. That means someone gives cows to the Krishna. So then that cow is getting the, that means Rama gives cow to Krishna. Or Devadatta gives cow to Krishna. Cow is the, he is what? He is the Dvitiya, karma. Karma actually, object. For giving activity, cow is object or not? Yes. This cow is getting the bhakti or not? If cow is offered to the Lord, then that cow is also is engaged in the service of the Lord, and that is also getting the bhakti. Object is also getting the bhakti. Yena dvara bhutena bhakti kriyate. So that cow is given to the Lord by the servant. Devadatta is sending this cow through his servant. That servant is getting the, that means Tritya, that means Sevakena. So Gavam Bhagavate Dadati, or the Krishnaya Dadati. So that means here this servant is an instrument to give this donation. So this servant is getting bhakti or not? Is a karana actually, yes? Yeah. Next, he is giving this cow. Yasmai Bhagavat Preranaardham Diyate. So then now Chaturthi. So why he is giving that cow to the Krishna? To please him. So here Priyanartham, that means this cow is given for this satisfaction. Chaturthi Vibhakti is used. Priyanartham. So that's why that Chaturthi Vibhakti is also involved with the Bhakti. And next, Yasmad Gavadikat Payadikam Adhaya Bhagavate Nivedyate. So here, from the cow, milk is taken out and that is offered to the Lord. Now that milk is spiritualized or not? That is also, now it is Bhakti Mayam. Next, Esmin Deshe Kule. So now this Devadatta is belonging to the whatever Kula. In that Kula also, whoever are there, they are all also purified by this Bhakti activity. Yes or no? Yes, they are also in the devotion. So like this, all the Karakas can be engaged in Bhakti. Okay. You may not understand that much. No problem. Next, Sarvatra is done. Next, Sarvada is there. Sarvada. In all the times we can do Bhakti. That we have to see now. So Sarvada. Now the Sarvada. 1 second. Sarvatra is done. Sarvada. First we are taking the Sarga. First what word? In the Sarga, Bhakti is there or not? Sarga means creation of the 23 elements is known as Sarga. That means Karana Srishti is known as Sarga. At that time, Bhakti is there or not? Kalena nashta pralaye vani yam veda Sarga madhye. At the starting Sarga, Bhakti is there or not? How? Yeah. Lord spoke Vedic knowledge to Brahma. But that is where, but Sarga I am asking. At the time of 23 elements, Bhakti is there or not? That means Karanarno Sai Vishnu is there, and here Maya Devi is there. Maya Devi is nothing but the servant of the Lord, and she is following the instruction of the Karanarno Sai Vishnu, and she is creating. There is Bhakti, is there or not? Yes. Then after that, from these 23 elements are coming out Mahat, Ahankara, and Panchatanmatra, Panchamahabhuta, Gnanendri, Karmendri. Their representatives are there, all praying. Aja Anaja Devatas. You will be seeing in the 3rd canto, 5th chapter. So they are all praying. So that means at the time Bhakti is there or not? Is there. Bhakti is there. Even at the creation of time, 23 elements. So all these representatives, they are devotees and they are praying to the Lord. In the Sarga also Bhakti is there. And after that, next Chaturvida Pralayeshu. At the time of the annihilation, Bhakti is there or not? Pralaya. Second is Pralaya. At the Pralaya time, Bhakti is there or not? Tatremam ka upasiran kavu sidhanu shudserite. What is the meaning? पढ़िए कोई?
By the influence of time, the Vedic knowledge was lost at the time of annihilation.
Next. Even at the time of Pralaya, there is the devotion. Who is doing Pralaya? Hari, Hara, Shiva. So all these, he is a devotee. He is following the instruction of the Lord. And the Pralaya also, Bhakti is there. He is doing that as instruction of his master. Huh? Aja Anaja Devatas. Aja Anaja. Next, so Pralaya is also devotion. And third, when at the maintenance sthiti, at the sthiti, that means in all the yugas, that means in the sthiti will be seeing the Chatur yugas. In all the yugas, Bhakti is there or not? Satya Yuga, Treta, Dwapara and Kali Yuga is there. Krute yadhyayato vishnum tretayam yajato makhaihi dwapare paricharyam kalo tadhari kirtanat. So in the Kruta Yuga, by the meditation, they are worshipping Vishnu. In the Treta Yuga, they are worshipping by the yajnas, sacrifice. And in the Dwapara, by the service, that's by the worship. And in the Kali Yuga, by the Nama Sankirtan. Okay, next. Bhakti is there. So there is one more reference from the Vishnu Purana also. Okay, next. Sarva Avasthasu. That means in the creation, destruction and maintenance, in these 3 times, in all these times, Bhakti is there. Next, all the situations, Sarva Avasthasu. In all situations, Sarva Sarvavasthasu. Sarvavasthasu. Bhakti is there, you should say. So that means when the Jivatma is womb of the mother, bhakti is possible or not? Who is that? Prahlad Maharaj hearing from the Narada. So in the childhood, bhakti is possible or not? Who is that? Dhruva Maharaj is doing. In the Yavana, you are all. Ambarish Maharaj, okay. In the old age, Dhritarashtra. At the time of death, Ajamila. At the time of death, Ajamila. Next, in the Sarga, Chitraketu. In the Naraka, Yamaraj. Even that means Naraka, whoever is taking the holy name, they will immediately come out from that Naraka and go, they are uplifted. That's why you should go to Naraka and preach. Why you have to do only here preaching? Like jail preaching, like that. Naraka preaching. Next targeting. Next, Rangamai Prabhu is targeting. There will be different thrilling will be there. Yeah. Yeah, Siddha Deha you will get like Narad. Narada Muni also goes, Yamaras, he will meet everyone. And so next, Ataye Uktam Dhurvasasa Muchete Yannamanyudite Narakepi. So even people are delivered by chanting holy name in the Naraka. Means there is bhakti. Even in the stage of Naraka also you will be having. And also, Etan nirvidyamananam ichatamakuto bhayam yoginam rupanirnitam harirnamanu kirtanam. Etan nirvidyamananam. That means whoever is already liberated. For them also, bhakti, harinama kirtan, harisankirtan is given. So that's why in the liberation stage also bhakti is there. तत्र अतः तत्र तत्र व्यतिरेकोदाहरणानि च क्रियन्ते दर्शयन्ते. So there are the Vyatireka examples also are there. Okay, let me finish this sloka. Huh? Nothing more actually. Very few are there. So Vyatireka udaharanas we are giving. Kim vedaihi kim usastrairva kim va tirtha nishevanaihi Vishnu bhakti vihinanam kim tapobhihi kim advaraihi kim tasya bahubhih shastraihi kim tapobhih kim advaraihi Vajapeya sahasrairva bhaktir yasya janardane. What is the use of Vedas? What is the use of Shastras? What is the use of Tirthastalas? Bathing in the Tirthastalas. What is the use of Tapasya? What is the use of various paths? Where is another river? Sadguru. Guru. How many are missing? 4, 8, 12, 13 students. Bhavagrahi traveling actually. Oh, next, what is the use of this tapasya? What is the use of Vajpayee yajnas if there is no bhakti? That means everything is meant for bhakti. It is said in the reverse way. Okay, iti Bruhannaradiya Padmavachanadini tatha. What you should do, you can get the Bhanu Maharaj translation for this in the Bhakti Sandarbha, or otherwise you can get from the Krama Sandarbha also, and you can easily understand there. Okay, it is just for your understanding this. Next, Bruhannaradiya Padmavachanadini tatha. Iti Padmavachanadini tatha. Now next. Tapasvino dana para yashasvino manasvino mantra vidasu mangala kshemam na vindanti vinamada yadarpanam tasmai subhajrasya vese namo nama nayatra vaikunta katha sudhapaga na sadhavo bhagavata stadhashaya nayatra yagnesha makha mahatseva Suresha lokopina vaisa sevyatam. All you read this? Huh? No. Second canto 2:4. You read na tapasvino danapara. So tasmay subhadra sevase namo namo. You read or not? Yes. These prayers of Sukadeva Goswami. So he is saying that all these tapasvi, danapara, all these will become successful by offering to the Lord. Otherwise, no. Yeah. So similarly, next sloka also is saying, and next yayacha anamya kirita kotibi padau sprushannachyutamartha sadhanam siddhardayetena vigruhyate mahan aho suranam cha tamodigadyatam. All so, and also Naishkarmi Achyuta Bhavavarjitam. All these are all establishing ityadi, 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 na atyantikarana ityadi cha. These are all establishing bhakti, various in the Vyatireka mode. If they don't do this bhakti, so they are all useless. This is useless. That jnana is useless. Naishkarmi Achyuta Bhavavarjitam. Without bhakti, jnana is useless. So like this, these are all said for the Vyatireka. Done. That means Sarvatra is done and Sarvada is also done. And in the Vyatireka, generally we have sa. Instead of going for individual, in general we have sa. Some examples for the Vyatireka. Now, Ata Sarvatra Sarvada Yad Upapadyate Ityadi Yojaniyakartho Yugapat Yatha Tasma Sarvat Tasma Sarvatmana Rajan Hari Sarvatra Sarvada iti. So there also he is saying in the 2 to 36 Hari Sarvatra Sarvada. In the second canto, second chapter 36 sloka is also is saying. So Hari should be worshipped Sarvatra Sarvada. Okay, now come to this. So that means what is established everywhere and all the time, directly and indirectly? What is established? What is available? Sadhana, bhakti, sadhana, bhakti. Huh? Yeah. So Hari Bhakti. Hari Bhakti is only every time, everywhere, indirectly and directly available. This much. So Abhipunnatvat Tadha Bhutasya Rahasya Angatvam Yuktam. So that's why Hari Bhakti is the anga for the getting the prema. So in the third sloka, that's prema is said, rahasyam is said, that is a prema. For that, what is anga? Hari Bhakti. So that is the intention actually, Lord's intention. Indirectly is saying, Anvaya Vyatireka Abhyam Yatsya Sarvatra Sarvada. Correct, like this. Ato rahasyangatvena cha gnana rupardhantarachannatayaiva idam uktam iti tatrapi atmavidyaiva. We are coming to the end. Very soon we'll be finishing. Wait. Sangopana asau sadhana bhaktirapi kvachit bahyam Brahmagnanadi sadhane syaditi gamyate. So this is going to give, the sadhana bhakti is also is able to give Brahmagnanam also. Atma Vidya. Okay, next. Tatra iyam prakriya sadhana bhaktehe sarvatrikatvat sadatanatvacha pratamam sa gurur grahya. So that's why first what you should accept from the guru. So what kind of teachings one should get? So teachings about the sadhana bhakti he should get, because that is a sarvatrikatva sadatanatvacha, because it is everywhere and all the time. So etavadeva jignasyam is said, na? Jignasyam means sikshaniyam. That means one should learn, one should inquire about what? One should aware about the one which is available everywhere and all the time. That is sadhana bhakti. That means every student should learn sadhana bhakti. Tataha tad anushthanat bahya sadhanam vairagya purassaratah selam atma gnana vijnane cha iti anushangikam bhavati. So if you do that sadhana bhakti, automatically you will get vairagyam, and also you will get the atma gnanam. That means bhagavate vasudeva bhagavati bhakti yoga prayojitah janayatyashu vairagyam gnana chadahaitukam. That's why these will come, and also selam, good qualities also will come. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana. So that's why what is the most important activity we should do? We should learn and do. That is sadhana bhakti. Not for the one should. That's why it's highly important. It can bring everything, personality development, everything it will bring. All the good qualities, everything. So bhavati tatah bhuyasya tata bhutatvad bhaktihi anuvartita. Next, tasmad gnana vijnana rahasya tadagnana upadeshena chatuslokya api swayam bhagavaneva upadishtaha. So finally, from these 4 slokas, first sloka is telling about the Bhagavan, second sloka is telling about the experiencing of Bhagavan, third sloka is telling about the Prema Bhakti, fourth sloka is telling about the Sadhana Bhakti to the Bhagavan. So that's why by these 4 slokas, what is preached? Who is preached? Lord is preached. Bhagavan eva upadishtaha. So Atra, here in this chapter we are seeing. So Chatusloki, what if you remember this chapter starting? So Sukadeva Goswami is explaining Brahmaji did the tapasya and he was seeing the Vaikunta. Lord is showing Vaikunta to him. Tasmai swalokam bhagavan sabhajita. We are seeing or not? This sloka. That sloka is telling what? Are you remembering or forgot the chapter starting? Remembering? So in the starting of the chapter, we are seeing Bhagavan Sabhajitaha. That means there Bhagavan was worshipped by the Brahmaji, and then being pleased by that, so to Brahmaji he was showing the Vaikunta. So that Vaikunta he was showing. Who is showing? Bhagavan is said in that sloka. What? So Bhagavan Sabhajitaha. There Bhagavan word is used. And Dadarsya Tatra Akela Satvatam Patim. And also he saw in the sloka, you'll be seeing Sriya Patim, Yajna Patim, Akela Satvatam Patim also you are seeing. I mean, he saw the supreme controller, supreme. So that is one more point. Next, from the Gopala Tapani Upanishad, also we are seeing, what is that? Parardhante, at the ending of 50 years, Saha Abudhyata, Gopaveshobhe. So he came to know. So Brahmaji came to know. Purastavad Avir Bhabuva. So iti, so that means Gopaveshobhe Ayurbhavu. Lord appeared in the form of Gopa. So, and he came to know. Sabhabuddhita means Brahmaji came to know. So from this also we are understanding Brahmaji is getting the darshan of the. Anyone can say anyone the full meaning of this parardhante so abhiddhita is given. Sabuddhita Gopaveshobhaye Purastad Ayurbhavo iti. Tapani Srutyadyanukula Anukulita Sri Krishnatva Lingena. That according to this Tapani statement, actually, Brahmaji is seeing the Krishna. So, yeah.
Because just recently, sir, na, Brahmaji.
Based upon this Tapani Upanishad Shruti, Gopala Tapani Upanishad Shruti, also we should understand that Bhagavan Krishna only is teaching this Chatusloki Bhagavatam. Najatu Tadamshabhuta Narayana Akhya Garbhodashayi Purushatvam. But not the, so Narayana, that is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. No. Ataeva Asya Mahapuranasya Sri Bhagavatam Ityeva Akhya Tathai Voktam. That's why this Chatusloki is known as Bhagavatam, because it is said by the Bhagavan and it is telling about the Bhagavan. It's not that the Paurusham. It's known as Bhagavatam. If it is telling about the Purusha, then it is known as, this Chatusloki is known as what? Paurusham. But it's not said as a Paurusham. So since that means these are the reasons. What are the reasons to say these slokas are said by the Bhagavan? Tasmai Swaloke Bhagavan Sabhajita, that next Akila Sattvatam Pati, this, and also Gopal Tapanishad statement. These three statements are proving that Bhagavan only is saying this Chatusloki Bhagavatam. And that's why this Chatusloki is known as Srimad Bhagavatam. So not the, it is said by the, not by the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Now your next also, even Lord is also Kasmayena Vibhashitoyam Atulo Gnana Pradipaha Para Ityado Para Shabdena Bhagavad Vaktruttvameva Uktam. So this is also from the 12th canto, I think. So finally, Adhyavatara Purusho Parasyati Ditiya Abhidhana Dataha Idam Bhagavata Purvam Brahmane Navi Pankaje Sitaya Bhavabhitaya Karunyat Samprakashitam Ityatrapi Bhagavad Shabda Prayukto Sri Narayana Avi Pankaje Stitam Brahmanam Prati Swayam Bhagavata Tatreva Vyapi Maha Vaikuntalokam Prakashya Idam Puranam Prakashitam Ityartaha. So anyway, I will say the conclusion. Your mind is already, everyone is saturated actually, out actually. So just 2 minutes, I am going to finish. So what is that? Finally, conclusion is, by various proofs are there, Lord Krishna only is speaking this Chatusloki Bhagavatam. That's why, so here Aham means you should take Krishna, and Krishna is the ultimate truth. Okay, that is the point you should, already I said that, and same thing I am repeating here. So thank you very much.